Some imagination.
Imagination.
So I guess for anyone that's in chat and anybody who is watching this on the YouTubes later, this is something I've been wanting to do at first for a while, and then Lena so graciously shared this wonderful madness, and it's like, well, this is going to be the first one. So we're playing You Must Sneak Human Remains into Disney World. And so we're pretty much going to create characters and play the game. Pretty much the whole point of the game is exactly what the title says. And yeah, so let's see. Oh, it has a little description here. I have the rules up on the stream, so hopefully people they have questions while we're creating things, can see what's going on. But it says, You Must Sneak Human Remains into Disney World is a comedy stealth game about the shockingly common practice of people sneaking human remains into Disney parks with the intent of leaving them behind. Now that I'm reading that out loud, I was like, is that a common practice? I guess if you're paying that much, you might as well make it worth a while. But
your money's worth.
Yep. Players must take the role of a group of guests, all working to plant human remains in the park. They must evade park security, controlled by the Imagineer. Oh, did I spell that? I did spell that right. And escape with their lives. So, first things first, we're going to create our group. And so, it says we're going to roll for remains. So, and then roll for the reasons. So, let's see here. We got a brush here. Of course, it didn't stick to the color. Let's see, we got Ina, Anime, and Blackjack. Oh, Lab. Alrighty, so Lena, if you would like to, since you're the one that brought the game, would you like to roll for your remains first?
Sure. I got 4.
A 4. A
Joy.
cryogenically frozen head like Walt Disney's. Frozen. Frozen head. Hopefully that is readable. And what is your reason? We'll just do both at the same time.
6.
A 6. You stole these remains from Disney World. You stole Walt Disney's head. You stole these remains from Disney World in the first place, and you don't want to get caught.
I mean, to be honest, it's not Walt Disney's head, it's just a Disney head, because you can actually roll for Walt Disney's head. It remains.
You can?
Yeah, that's number 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is just another
I
head.
a souvenir from the Hall of Presidents. Thank you.
Choose your president.
Return. All right, and then I guess you can look at create a guest if when we get to there. So when we get to you next. So Anime, since you're the next letter in my writing thing here, what why don't you roll for what remains you have?
Okay. I got 2.
2 assorted bones.
Okay.
All right, and what is your reason?
5.
To complete. Oh my goodness. To complete the ritual.
That's not good. Guys, I got the bones.
All right, Blackjack. What are your remains?
Okay. That is a 3.
So much blood.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So we got a head, bones, and blood. This is great.
All right.
I don't know how that streamer writes so good with a mouse. Anyway,
I also got another 3.
another 3. Goofy commanded you to do this in a dream.
Well then.
Well, gosh there, you gotta fight the Heartless with all this blood.
I'm just imagining you walking in. It's like, so you got a jug of fruit punch you're bringing in? Yeah.
Oh, yep. Goofy told me in a dream. He said like this.
Now listen here, Blackjack, you gotta do the perfect cast. Because when you listen, when we see into eye to eye. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
So, we are creating a guest. There are 5 options. And they all have different abilities and weaknesses. So later, excuse me. Later there will be when we play, there's certain things you can do, and we'll cover that when we get to that point, that you can activate your powers, then which give me a currency to activate your weaknesses for certain things. And if we can help it, it would be nice to have all different classes. So, unless you guys both have your heart set on a certain one, then we'll just go with it. So, Lena, what class would you like to be?
Oh,
I know.
actual child.
I knew it. I
Called it.
I said it on stream. I was like, Lena's going to be the actual child. All right. So why don't you roll a d6 to find out what your asset is?
I'm gonna have to re-roll because I just rolled 5 and I don't accept that.
Yeah,
Yes, I would agree.
All right, I got 1.
All right. A character performer, a non-contract, owes you a life debt.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Wow, that is a terrible D. There we go. Yeah, I'm just writing these all. I probably could have chosen something better than Microsoft Paint, but this is all I could think of while I was on the train to New York City. And then when I realized yesterday, I forgot to set anything up. So,
Ugh.
okay, so actual child is off. So I will say there is a note here. No animals or children were harmed. If a guest is playing the actual child class, they cannot be killed or sent to the gulag when they are neutralized.
That's not fair.
Instead, they are conscripted into the cast of a Disney Channel program. And then there's something that comes in later, which we'll talk about it.
That's basically
It's-
killing them inside.
You know what? Fair.
Hey,
Yeah.
who knows? In the next 20 years, they might get a documentary.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, anime. Who would you like
This is
to
hard.
be?
This is hard because I have 2 classes I want to go, and it's like both would fit my character. It's just which one is better. I'm gonna go Ghost.
Ghost. Okie dokie.
Yeah. And then roll for asset. Oh jeez. I got 3.
3. You're staying on the property, so you were. Wait. You are staying on property, so you were able to book fast passes for 90 days in advance.
Okay, so I'm just haunting the place. I'm like, yes, perfect. Sweet.
Wow.
I got fast passes. Cool.
Those things are expensive.
I know.
All right, Blackjack. What class is calling to you?
I wish to be a disgruntled ex-employee.
Yeah.
Kind of figured you were gonna go there.
That's it spoke to me.
That was my other choice. It's like I could be an employee or a ghost, and I'd be like, my character's too old to be an employee.
All right, and what is
You
your
guys
asset?
predict my second choice?
All right, here
Furry?
we go.
Yes.
It is a 1.
All right, you also have a life debt.
Oh, should I roll again then?
Uh,
Can we?
Yeah, let's try to. Yeah, we'll keep it interesting. Keep everyone having something a little different.
Okay, here we go.
Extremely pregnant.
4.
Oh, you carry in your veins Disney blood.
Okay, I guess it's
He's-
fitting now.
You're an
He's the heir
ex-employee
apparent.
commanded by Goofy, and you're carrying the blood. You're just all Disney.
Apparently, I sold out.
Just a dead guy trying to come back to life by performing a ritual, man.
Disney blood. All right. So now we are creating our scenario and security. So to inspire the scenario and define, which is why I couldn't really prepare much for this, because any of these things could have done in there. I think I was saying earlier on stream, this game very much feels like a little bit of improv, yes-anding kind of stuff. So pretty much you guys are going to choose 2 challenges. It says everyone has to choose 2 challenges. So I don't know if that means every single one of you or you guys as a group, and then I choose. You choose 2 challenges and a defense, and then I choose a secret defense.
Sounds like as a group.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there'd be a ton of challenges.
Yes. So, so let's start off with defenses. Choose 2 defenses. Defenses are extraordinary security measures that help the park deal with unruly guests and prevent people from planting human remains. And so, some examples are, well, the options for defenses are Imagineer created death traps, the Dinotar, the Disnotar, the monster of the backstage labyrinth, Mickey's dark sorceress hat, the happiest wow, I can't talk today. The happiest private military on that's it. Oh yeah, on Earth, not one Earth. Waltergeist, the Waltergeist. One of the mascots is real, and the animatronics from the Hall of Presidents are killbots.
That's terrifying. I don't know why I really like the animatronics are all killbots. What are you guys' feelings?
Tie between Imagineer death traps and one of the mascots is real.
I mean, one of the mascots being real is definitely an interesting one too.
I was gonna say, yeah, either the mascot being real or what did you say at the end? There was one at the end that I thought was really funny.
The animatronics of the Hall of Presidents are all killbots.
Before that.
One of the mascots is real. And then
No, I
there's-
think it was the animatronic one then.
and then there's the Waltergeist.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm down with one of the mascots being real.
Yeah, one of the mascots being real is fine. So that's one defense.
The Imagineer chooses the other secret defense.
Oh, I didn't hear the first one.
The mascots being real.
Mascots real and the animatronics.
No, it says we choose 2 challenges, but one
Oh,
defense, and then you choose
yes.
the other defense.
Okay, I misread that. Okay, so one of the mascots are real.
Yep, that's what we choose. So you have to choose the other thing.
All right. Well, I will choose one and I will write it down so that way I can reveal it later. So that way no one can say shenanigans. So I'll let you guys choose the 2 challenges. Which, just to read them, the challenges to make it harder to convertly, there we go, move remains through the park and plant them in a resting place. So the remains need to go on location mid-ride. The remains must be present at a character meeting. The remains to stay in the park. The remains must to stay in the park as long as permanently possible. There's a somewhat showy ritual you need to perform in the process. One of the guests is also planning to propose in the park. And the remains are really bulky or heavy.
Oh my gosh.
I think for me specifically, a somewhat showy ritual that I need to perform is hilarious.
Yeah, same here.
There is a ton of potential for that.
Well, the same thing, because literally mine is it will complete the ritual is my thing.
Yeah.
Like the bones. It's like the bones add it will complete ritual.
I have so much blood, and then I have to explain that I was commanded by Goofy to do this, and then I can sit there and be like, "Listen, well. You know what? Why am I explaining it? You'll find out."
Yeah, no, I feel like maybe your character would meet halfway. It's like, okay, we're gonna take over the magician's like circle. Like there's gonna be like a magician show on the stage, right? We knock him off. We spray the blood. I place the bones. We get out.
Listen, I'm the main character.
Oh, okay, Stu.
No. I mean, like that would be the syndrome my guy has. It's like I'm the main character.
Just a ghost man. Okay, I got nothing on this.
What are you, Titus? This is my story.
Oh, jeez.
That's all I remember from the game I never played.
But yeah, I agree with that.
So, the ritual. Is that what you guys are?
Yeah. And then we have to choose a second one?
Yes, 2 challenges.
I'll let you guys suggest.
I think it'd be really funny if it needs to be at a character meeting, especially if one of the mascots is actually real.
Oh gosh, yeah, that actually would be hilarious.
Nah.
This, if it's at a character meeting though, I'm gonna say like, how are you gonna do? It's like, I'm trying to think of a showy ritual. I mean, I guess
go to a location mid-ride that gives us an excuse to actually go on rides.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like,
you have fast pass.
Yeah, I have fast pass, so that actually benefits me. I don't know. Like, the character meeting wouldn't be bad. It's just like, I assume we have to do one. We don't need to necessarily do both at the same time. Just one thing has to be done, and then you can do the showy ritual elsewhere. It just needs to be present at a character meeting.
Well, if you wanna, you can roll for it, since there are 6 challenges. You just re-roll and a repeat.
Character meeting does sound fun though, especially if one of the characters are alive. So you show up to the character meeting and like.
I will say, not to, kind of lead your hand, but if you do a character meeting, that means I have to do the voice for the character.
Oh well, then I'm sold. I'm absolutely sold.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
I will lose any chance to get a job at a Disney park after this. Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
Stuck him up.
This has nothing to do with what we were playing, but when my niece was starting to actually communicate in human words, she was really into Mickey, and I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I just looked. I was just sitting there and I was like, "Oh, hello there. Do you want to do?" I think it was like, "Do you want to try heroin?" And my brother's like, "What did you just say?" And she's like, "No." And they're like, "Good, that's the right answer. Don't listen to your stupid uncle." All right. Sorry, I gotta. Texting. Alrighty.
or Disney music?
What?
Oh, just the music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, personally. A little bit.
Oh yeah, the game I never played.
Oh, you will. You will.
Yeah, I know. With your
Alright.
background, I'm pretty sure I will.
So, character meet.
Choice.
Can't wait when I edit this later to realize what I spelled wrong. All right. So that is the setup.
Mm-hmm.
So now we will scroll down to the second part of the thing. So, playing the game. Every scene, the group starts with has 7 stealth. This represents how covert your operation is at any given time. When attempting to do something that furthers your goal, you must roll a pool of d6 to see what happens. You can subtract 1 of your stealth to add another 1d, another 6-sided die, to the dice pool. Excuse me. If your action relates to your skill, you may also add another 1d. Under normal conditions, success for the thresholds, the action is a 3. Okay, so, and they say that means if the dice in the guest pool roll 3 or higher, the action succeeds. So I'm just guessing that is a number 3.
Yeah.
So, and then mark progress on the group goal filling thing, which I will draw in a second. And then, hey there, Starheart. Yes, we're doing a 1-pager.
1 page, 1 shot.
I probably should have put a link, grabbed the link for it, but it's in the Discord somewhere. So
I can drop it in your chat if you'd like.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. So
Wrong chat.
all right. So then mark progress towards success in the magic trill. Wow, I cannot read. Trillblong progress clock. If you roll any D1s, I gain a point of Disney magic, which I'm going to write right here as DM.
DM. Oh no.
So,
DM. I'm so
and an
scared.
asset can only be used once. Oh wait. If a guest invokes their asset, they automatically cede the action. The actions to success through assets do not incur security rolls. A guest may choose to use an asset both before and after rolling, and the asset can only be used once. I'm guessing it doesn't say once per scene, so I'm guessing that is once per game. So yeah, so we create our group, which we already did. One guest may choose to assist another in an action with a group pass by adding 1 plus 1d to their roll, and only 2 guests can participate in the group pass. If guests are using a group pass, then both their powers and weaknesses will apply to the roll. At a threat level 3, all guests participating in the roll are in danger of being neutralized. So, first things first, let's draw the clock here. Welcome to my
That. Oh my god.
Welcome to Circle.
and then there will be
Really
another
distinct
clock right here.
Circle.
It looks like Mickey in perspective.
This clock right here will... We can't have the mouse man coming after us right at the get-go. All right. Uh-oh.
Well, isn't Mickey officially what's the word I'm looking for? Oh.
What?
What is it? Free use?
Steamboat Willie is.
Public domain?
Yeah.
Free domain. Thank you. Yes. Brain not work good.
Alright, and then... So this clock is my clock. That will be explained in 1 second. Just fixing late dinner. Nice. Interesting one page. Yes. Lena is the one that found it for us, and I was like, this is the chaos that I want to start my whole thing on. I already know what I want to do for the next one shot, which I'm pretty sure Blackjack will also want to, if it works out and is scheduled to join. But,
yeah.
I will announce that pretty much at the end of this.
Oh, dang.
So, because I had it sitting in line for a while. Okay, so pretty much these are the scenes. So pretty much scene 1, which is right here, is what you guys have, which is entering the park. Which means you must get your remains into the park grounds without getting caught. And then the clock will change later. So I feel like since there's so much blood, we should make it like red and blue. So we'll pretty much deal with some of that stuff later. So, and we'll mention the scenes differently as things go on. So the Imagineer, when I get Disney Magic, may spend 1 point of Disney Magic to introduce a weakness of the guest, which they all have different weaknesses, which I'm gonna have to scroll up and read again, like make sure I can see them. But yeah, so pretty much you must do that to do that, and then I can also spend 2 Disney Magic points to add to the security roll. Okay, and then here's the last thing which we have here, which is security and failure. Every time you roll for an action, whether you succeed or fail, the Imagineer makes a security roll with a d6 against your stealth score. If they roll over your group stealth, maybe I should write stealth here as well, so that way we just have that. Oop. Stealth right now is a 7. Yeah, so if I roll over your group stealth, the park takes notice of your operations, and then I fill in this second clock that I made here. And pretty much as things kind of get filled in, things get more difficult for everybody. So right now we are at level 0, and yeah. And I believe it goes once a circle is filled, that means we are in a different level. So, yep, the guest fails the roll. Okay, if a guest fails a roll, the Imagineer makes a security roll with a +1 + D. If there are 4 levels, there are 4 levels of security based on the magic filled. Yeah, okay. So we did that. So, which means there's a stealth of 7. I pretty much, until you guys use stealth. Yeah, and to add +1d to your thing. Oh, okay. I misread this. You only roll 1d6. I was reading that as 6ds, and I'm like, how are you gonna like fail these rolls?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
So we're doing Shadowrun rules. Anyway, yeah. So 1d. So that means I roll 1d, and then yeah. So. And then, yeah, and then if I gotta scroll up and look at what everyone's weaknesses are, I can look that up. But, I guess real quick for the people at home, Lena, who is playing the child, is the hug rule, which pretty much if anyone doesn't know what the hug rule for Disney is if they are hugging a character, they cannot unhug until they let go. But their weakness is they're small. The ghost is incorporeal, but cannot move across moving water. Or not across moving water. And let's see. The ex-employee has backstage knowledge. The weakness is priors. Priors? Priors? I guess I'm reading that right. I don't know what that means.
Not sure either.
Let's look at what priors means. A superior off. Oh, their superior knows them.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah.
So anyway, it is now time. To where I'm also realizing I probably should have looked up, since I think this takes place in Disney World.
Mhm.
I'm like, I probably should have grabbed a map for Disney World. Oh well. Let's just say there might be a weakness that I might not even use because I don't know where water is. Anyway. Or I'll just make one up. So, yeah, so you guys are now all in line, I guess, trying to get your different objects in. And so, yeah, I just imagine as, you must enter the park. So you guys all have come from the very musical and long walk from the parking lot, unless you paid extra to go onto the little golf carts that will ride you right up there. But you get there, you can see happy children, frustrated parents, and probably tired employees walking around. Some probably feel a little bit closer to that than others. But you guys are all in line now as you guys are sneaking up, as you're getting closer and closer to the ticket stub. Or is there another option that you guys would like to enact to sneak into the park? I will leave it up to you. Like, pretty much you guys are all on that entrance thing right now. We'll just say, since you're trying to be stealthy, you could be in line. But if you guys want to enter the park another way, you don't have to stay in line. So the floor is open, and if you have questions, feel free to ask, because I won't answer.
So, if I have Disney blood in me, well, I guess maybe I don't want to draw too much attention to that. Never mind. It's like, how much pull can I just have if, like, excuse me, descendant of Walt Disney here. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know, because I guess people would also recognize, like, didn't you get fired last week?
And then they would also see the giant thing of blood in my hand too. Boy, that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wait. No, I got fired last week, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here for my not exit interview, but like I'm here to get my stuff, get my last pay stub. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So, do a check there. It says pretty much anything you want to do. If you want to make sure this succeeds, you can, or if you want to add another die, you can. You just would subtract from the stealth.
Okay. It's a 5.
Okay, that's a success.
All right.
And did you use any stealth or anything, or was that just a straight roll?
I was actually going to see how the straight roll did first before I did that. Before I did the stealth.
It's all good.
Oh.
Yes. So, and the guy's like, What's your character's name?
Oh, I guess I haven't given my character a name. Billy. Bill Disney.
Sorry, I'm laughing at something completely different.
I think that Vader, you laughing at what I'm laughing at.
And there's like, okay, Billy. Yeah, sorry to see you go, but when you eat 32 snow cones at Epcot that are all alcoholic, you know you got to pay the price.
Nah, I'd rather not talk about it. I'm just here to pick up my last check and never step foot in here again.
Yeah, understandable, but oh, hey kids, are you ready for Disney? Yeah, just get in the back. And yeah, you made it past at least the ticket booth area. Yeah, we won't say that you entered the park yet. So,
okay,
yeah, because pretty much we're all gonna say we're in that opening area scene until. And then once the clock fills, we'll move. That's pretty much when you get to move. Alright, so after an action, I get to roll a 1d6 against your stealth roll. Oh, well, of course. I rolled a 4 against the 7. Wow, I failed. Alrighty. So, yeah, so you guys see Billy and go through. What about you guys? Excuse me. What are some other? Lena, what's your character? What's your child's name? And who are they with?
Wait, no, okay. Well, my child's name is Kate, and Kate looks like a sopping wet, pathetic meow meow, and struggles up to the ticket booth with her conspicuously lumpy backpack and says, I got separated from my parents. I think they went ahead of me in line.
Oh my goodness. And as this like definitely overly excited teenager, young adult. I don't think they would put a teenager at the ticket booth now they said that. But it's just like this person like, oh my goodness, dear, I'm so sorry to hear that. But before, why don't you make a roll to see how well?
Yep.
Are you lucky or are they stupid?
3.
3. Okay, that's a success. It's like, oh my goodness, here. And she's just, I don't actually know the code. It's just like, she probably calls over the radio. We got a Huey Dewey Louie. I know that those are different codes for other things. I don't know what a Disney code is. Oh, I know. We got a Lilo. Everyone.
Copy 10-4. We're in a stitch.
Yeah, we're trying to find Nani. Oh man. This is where I'm waiting for like Knight to show up and be like, actually the codes are, and it's like, well, if you wanted to say the codes, you had the opportunity to join. Yeah, actually I say that in all joking. If people know the codes, feel free to share. But I have friends that worked at Sesame Place, which is pretty close to where I live, one of the parks. And they I think Elmo is a code, and there's like another code for vomiting or something like that. It's like the green monster. But anyway, yeah, so pretty much Kate is kind of drawn to the side by one of the adults as she's just like, don't worry, we're gonna find your parents and we're gonna take care of them. We're gonna make sure you get there so that way you guys can all have a good, fun time.
Wow, thank you.
Well, I rolled higher. I rolled a 5. But I still... you guys need to use stealth.
We will eventually.
Use it now! No.
We're gonna have to.
Eventually.
Alrighty. And so, with that, how's the ghost getting through? What do you even have? You have bones.
I have bones. That's the issue I'm arriving at, because I go like, I'm incorporeal, but I'm assuming the bones aren't. So my guy's just walking up and he's just going like, Bones. They give me bones. Jesus. Okay, so if I have to, maybe I could just, float in behind one of the children. So he's just gonna try and like follow someone like holding the bones up behind them. Like he's gonna try and find a relatively big person, hold the bones up behind him as he floats invisible behind them, just trying to like float the bones in behind someone giving their ticket.
All right.
I'm not using stealth, so this could possibly go wrong.
Roll a 1.
It's a 4.
Now you passed. Okay. Yeah, so no one noticed as this well-built lad just walks through and just like, oh, I want to see Waterworld. And they're like, that's the wrong park, dear. Epcot, still the wrong park. Actually, they're two opposite parks, but whatever. I'm here to see the Minions. Oh my gosh. And in their distraction, you're able to sneak the bones through.
Oh my god, thank god he was wearing an Iron Maiden shirt.
I also was just looking over and I just realized all 3 of your like items could work together to summon something.
That's what I'm saying. It's perfect.
You
We're all
got the
gonna meet
frozen
up
head.
in the same place.
You guys are gonna summon Captain Planet. Anyway, yeah. So you're still there, but I think both Billy. What's your ghost name, by the way? We have Billy, the ex-employee, Kate, the child, and
Tommy
Ghost.
Tommy Ghost.
Tommy Ghost. So yeah, Tommy and Billy, I think you guys, like, you're kind of in the clear, but you see that pretty much Kate is still kind of being held up by the previous not the previous employees, but by the employees as they're like kind of calling to look for her parents. Lena, do you have an idea, or is anybody else like, what you got?
Am I allowed to use other characters as an out?
Sure. Like, I don't see
right.
anything in the rules as a no, but
Alright, Kate is scanning the crowd and then points and yells, "Uncle Billy!"
Uncle Bill.
Like, hi, Uncle. Have you seen Mom and Dad?
3 Billies turn around.
Yeah.
Alright. So, well, Billy, it's up to you. Are you gonna help your partner in this ritual?
And yes. So yeah, just and then Mom and Dad, and I'm like, Mom and Dad? I haven't seen them in years.
Years? This was supposed to be our summer vacation trip.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm sure I can get you away on in here for summer vacation. That's what you really want. You don't need Mom and Dad for that one.
You smoke pot?
Listen, don't
let
talk
me run
about what
around
I
the
do
house.
before I come into work. I mean, places I don't work at anymore.
All right. So you're gonna try to be like, okay, trust me, the ex-employee taking this child.
Yes.
All right.
I will take care of this child and make sure she gets to where she needs to go. After all, I used to work here.
Oh, I just realized that. So, am I able to like? Because sometimes I'm like, this just can't be a 3. Normal condition. Okay, yes, because there's times when it gets higher, more.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, man, there's some things I'm just sitting there and I'm like, if this was Blades in the Dark, I'd be like, okay, you need a little bit more of a check than a 3, but this isn't Blades in the Dark. So anyway, yeah. Well, I guess it's up to you guys if you guys are doing a guest pass, because you guys are kind of working together, or if you're just gonna give this all to Billy.
I'll guest pass.
Alright, so the guest pass, just reread it. You may choose to assist in another action with a group pass, adding +1 to the roll. Only 2 guests can participate. If the guests are using the group pass, then both their powers and weaknesses apply to the roll. Okay, wait. That is... Okay, yes, I guess that's correct then. Making sure. If, yeah, I guess if I had Disney magic, I could enact your weaknesses. But I don't. Because you guys won't fail, and you won't roll once. So, but, yeah, so anyway, so who, it sounds like Kate is assisting Billy. So
yeah, I'll take little Kate here and throw her up on my shoulders, and then we'll go have a fun day at the park. I'll go grab my check.
Alright, roll 2D. Unless you want to use some stealth?
You know what? Yeah, let's use some stealth. I have a child with me now.
Woohoo!
And I roll. Do I roll a d6 for this, or what?
Yes.
I roll a d6. Right?
So you're going to be rolling 3
Technically
d6.
roll. Yeah.
3.
3. Okay. Did you roll any 1s on that, by the way?
I did not.
Okay. Yeah. So when you guys roll multiple dice, you'll have to let me know if you roll a d1, because then I get magic.
Disney magic, yeah.
Oh, great. And the clock is filled. The employees are like, oh man, that's so nice that Billy's helping out his the kid. And
It's my niece. I'm Uncle Billy.
it's like, I didn't even know he had brothers and sisters.
Yeah, you'll be surprised who's in my family.
And with that, you guys head into the park. And you are now past the entrance. And now we get to the second clock, which now has more things. So you must plant the remains. So the remain at one or more locations in the park. Now, if you guys remember, just once again, pretty much there's defenses and then the challenges, which you guys chose. It is a showy ritual, and that it is happening at a character meet. So, I just realized there's a concealed keyblade.
Yeah. I was really hoping the child was gonna get that.
That would have been so good.
But we didn't. So, but you guys, everyone's still happy. There's no suspected threats. And so, yeah. With that, I think this is what we'll just do. Like, you guys can all play off each other, and then once you guys are going to make a roll, this is kind of like Blaze in the Dark rules, where it's like, we're gonna go until you guys need to do a roll. So, you guys can play things out, talk, discuss, and then once you guys are gonna move in something, or if it sounds like you guys are moving towards a roll, I will call for a roll.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you guys are inside the park. I don't know Disney areas, so
Main Street, USA would
Yeah,
be the first thing we see.
the only thing I know is Epcot. Yeah, so you guys are at Main Street. Let's see, and you know that there is a character meet happening. I almost just made up a stage name. This is going to be the hippity hoppity fart stage. Disney World map.
Yeah, I think you have Main Street USA, Adventureland, Frontierland, Fantasyland.
That's Disney World.
That Disney World.
This one's in 2016, so I'm just going to use this. Yeah, so Main Street USA. And of course the map is fighting me. Let's
Reveal yourself, map.
let's say what the heck is Liberty Square? Is that like old school?
I don't.
Frontierland. Adventureland. Oh, there's a little mouse head. What does that mean? Where's the symbols on the map? Okay, this thing is too small for me to read the symbols on the map. You know what? Let's just keep it simple. The big dumb castle, okay? The big dumb castle that's in everything. There's a character meet happening there, and that just so happens to be where things are happening. So yeah, so you guys are in Main Street, USA. You just walked in. Billy, you're kind of getting some looks of just like, I thought he was fired. But no one's really acting on that, and the floor is yours.
I just imagine it's like you two are just like walking around. It's like you've just received Kate, and now all you hear is a kid go, "Mommy, mommy, what is this?" And then there's just a floating skeleton of bones. Like, ah, shit, the kid's seen it. Continue walking backwards. He won't notice a thing.
Why? Does Tommy want to be roped into this ragtag group as well?
Well, it's a ghost holding floating bones. He's not necessarily stealthy. He's trying his best.
True.
Oh, I forgot to do my stealth roll for you guys.
Oh.
It didn't matter. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
You guys are back at 7.
Okay. I'm wondering, what kind of bones exactly does the ghost have?
That is, it just says assorted bones. Right?
Because I'm wondering, because like if the ghost is just a ghost, then why not pretend to have the assorted bones look like they're my actual body parts? Or like they're attached to my body, so like if he's got like, oh, I've got arm, I can have like skelly arms, and I can, he just flops around when I move.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Like
okay.
My whole thing was it's all of the bones except for a skull.
Okay, yeah, that works. Just mimic me.
I think
Wow.
that needs a check.
Imaginary friend.
That needs a check. Okay. So he's just wandering around with these bones. Oh, jeez, should I take a stealth just in case? Because this could go very poorly. If
Hey, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a stealth just in case.
Okay.
6.
6. All right, that's a success.
No ones. Still don't worry.
Let's see. No, everyone's still unaware.
I just put it up against the wall, like it's like, oh, it's just part of the scenery.
Yep. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, no one looks at the walls when they first enter Disney. They're looking forward, right?
Maybe. So pretty much this is what unless you guys are going to do something crazy on the way down there, we can shuttle into down Main Street USA, because it sounds like that's where the majority of our stuff is going to be all collecting. Unless you guys want to do something that would require a dice roll beforehand.
Does anyone want to go to the gift shops?
That's actually how you leave. That's the last section.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, we can say you guys make it up there as you pass through many different mascots and stuff. Like, you see, like, Gaston and Belle. Yeah, there's the right ones. They're there just like, hey, look at my muscles. They're inflatable. And somehow, I almost said Merlin when I wanted Ariel. Somehow got out of her tank and she's just flopping around on the ground, just like, wow. I am ruining Disney for everyone.
Ice cream.
You say you wanted ice cream?
I wanted ice cream.
Little Katie wants an ice cream. I don't know if Uncle Billy has ice cream money, but we'll make a way.
Yeah, you see, it's Disney. There's got to be some random food cart along the way.
Yeah, they got any? Can you set us up a place where there's maybe an ice cream shop?
Yeah, what's 14? Uptown Jewelers. That sounds like a perfect place for ice cream. Oh wait, Plaza Ice Cream Parlor is number 8 on this map I'm looking at, which is pretty much right next to the place before the ring before the castle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys are passing, unless the name has been changed, the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor, which it sounds like little Katie has spotted and has caught her eye. Yeah, you guys, if you want to, can go in there.
All right, let's go on, and we can get you one ice cream today. What do you want, little Katie?
Woohoo! The Mickey-shaped one, please.
Alrighty. Hey, can I get one of them Mickey Pops? The little girl right here.
Oh, of course, Billy. I didn't realize you were still working here. Oh, this is a nice little girl, and let's see. I have a mini one. I have what is this? Mary Poppins. Oh, it's a pop. Get it? Oh, let me go check here. And this is a dragon. No one remembers Pete the Dragon. Here we go. Here's a Mickey. And I just want to roll a die. Okay, it's slightly melted because it's. It's like, that's not right, but here you go. Happinesses are something.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, just put it on my employee discount.
Oh. Okay, that sounds like you should roll to convince me.
All right. 4.
Oh, well, you convinced me pretty dang well. Works for me.
Great. All righty. All right, Kate, you happy?
Yep. Thanks, Uncle Billy.
See, you made the girl all nice and happy. You got the biggest smile on her face. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I can't see out of my left eye.
That's good, considering on his left side, you just hear the tapping of the window as skeleton parts are trying to sneakily make their way.
Oh, it's my ex-wife.
Shut up, shut up.
Alrighty. And with that, you guys make your way into the castle, where you look around and there's a couple different booths. Once again, I've never been to Disney except for Epcot in my adult life, so I'm only guessing what this actually looks like. I don't even know if they have character meets there, but they do in my version of Disney.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys see like Donald just like doing his moves, and then you see Minnie Mouse also kind of like doing a little meet and greet. But Billy, you see in the shadows, well, gosh there, partner, what are you doing here?
No.
As Goofy, your Dark Lord, has arrived.
I'm just, doing what you told me last night. You don't remember?
Oh, you're such a kidder. Now you go have fun there. Oh, hello there, little girl.
Oh, Goofy.
That's my name. I'm gonna go fight some Heartless over here. Don't mind me. Starts
Hey, wait a
beating
minute.
kids.
Wait.
No.
There was another part of the plan?
He doesn't actually beat kids because that's not allowed in Disney. So, but yeah, so you guys are there. There's a couple of like it looks like there's like a gaggle of Disney actors there, just kind of all hanging around. And what is your plan? Which you got to remember, it is a showy ritual and is happening at a character meet, and one of the mascots is real.
Okay.
And then there's another one that I wrote down.
So we don't get to know which mascot is real. We just know one of them is.
You as players, I don't know if your character. Well, I guess if one of them would know that one of the mascots is real.
It would be me.
It would be you, but I'm not telling you because where's the fun in that?
I know what I want to do.
Go, yeah, spit.
So my goal as a ghost with bones is I'm going to try and get backstage to any of the mascots. I'm gonna go inside their suits and I'm gonna say, "Hey, you're gonna follow my orders, or everyone is gonna die."
Hey,
Hey, that's a plan.
okay.
I'm just gonna be like a bunch of bones approach them. You're gonna follow my orders, and everyone's gonna die. As it shakes back and forth.
Okay, so I feel like we're gonna need this little sound effect. I thought it was gonna be more lightning, not a not a rolling thunder. Here, we'll do this. What?
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, give me a roll. Are you using stealth for this?
It's not fun. It's not fun if there's not a little bit of danger, right? I'll use another stealth. I'll use one stealth, yeah.
Okay.
That's enough. 5.
All right. Is any of those ones?
Nope. Well, one of them's a 2, so that scared me.
Oh, I just realized I never rolled for the ice cream.
Oh yeah,
It didn't matter. I'm rolling a different die. That one rolls like poop.
No, keep rolling that one.
No, I want to have fun too. No.
So basically, I'm just gonna go up to this guy. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these bones, you're gonna get up on stage, and you're gonna rattle them. Once you rattle them, you're gonna crush them between your hands, and you're gonna spread the bone dust all over the front of the stage. You got me?
Oh, wait, are you just talking to another worker or a Disney mascot?
This is a Disney mascot. You are able to tell me who I am talking to.
Let's see. We already said Donald's there. We said Minnie's there. We said Goofy is there being whatever he's doing.
Is it Mickey backstage or something?
I don't think it's Mickey. Let's see. What other ones there? I don't think there's a Scrooge McDuck. Thank goodness. Why, hello there. I couldn't do a good Scottish accent.
It's the genie from Aladdin.
I'm not Will Smith genie. I'm the actual Robin Williams. You thought I died. They actually crafted my soul here and painted me blue.
Ah, dang it.
I don't know why, but the first one that pops in my head that is just cracking me up is Simba.
Oh.
Simba's there. I don't even think they have a Simba mascot walking around the park, but it makes me laugh. You know what? We got Stitch. And he's just like, and it's just like you just hear muffles like, oh, okay, man, okay. As I gotta mark your your success.
Yes.
as he like kind of goes out, and you just want him to go out and start yelling and crushing bones.
Yeah, basically, you're just gonna scream at the top of your lungs. You're gonna smash the bones together, dust them up, and throw them on the stage. That's all I was told for the first part of the ritual. I wasn't told the other 3 parts.
Do I have to do this in character?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, okay.
But wait a second. I was told that something else was supposed to happen before, so you're supposed to do this at the final part of the show.
Oh, it's a show? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Just trust me. The Ghost of Walt Disney sent me here. It's all a big thing. Trust me, okay? It's part of the show.
Hold up, I gotta read because I rolled a 5 and there's 5 stealth.
Oh, you jerk!
Whoa.
Yes. Ah! The clock. Nothing actually changes, but the clock is halfway filled until we get to the next stage, where happiness is dead. Anyway, all right, so that's happening. What is everyone else doing?
Yes. The only reason I'm putting
Hey,
that
kid, you want to meet any of the mascots?
Kate's looking around and says, Minnie.
Okay, let's go and talk to Minnie. I don't know. I did not expect this to take a Florida man route, but here we are. All right, let's go and talk to Minnie then.
Get in line, and Kate's like, Uncle Billy, you've been looking around a whole lot. Are you looking for something too?
Yeah, and Goofy talked to us, and then he, that guy. We go way back, Just loved Goofy as a kid. Don't worry too much about it.
Kate looks a little bit worried and says, do you need help with something? Mom and Dad says it's nice to help family.
Do you think you can maybe ask Goofy what my next instruction is? Just tell him I have everything he asked for.
Kate's like, okay, let's get in the Goofy line.
Oh, God.
All right, off we go to Goofy.
Okay. And as you guys are getting up into the line with Goofy, and you get closer and closer, you just hear like this murmur, like, oh, who's there? And then it's like, oh, hello there, everybody, as Mickey comes in dressed as a sorcerer. He's like, oh yes, magic, woo! How's everyone doing? And like all the kids are like, yeah, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's Mickey! I want to eat his bones. No one actually says that. But yeah, Mickey has arrived, and the party's there, and like how the Minnie's just like, as I punched my mic. But they're overly, like, all the characters are just like, oh. So all that's going on, but you guys are up, yeah, with that, like all the kids run away, and no one's there for Goofy. So Kate, here's a Goofy.
Hey, Kate,
right.
Listen, you talk to Goofy, and I promise I'll get you the autograph Minnie, autograph of Minnie, and you can have your picture with her too.
Okay. So Kate will go up to Goofy. Wow, hi Goofy.
Well, hello there, little girl. I don't know if any of these characters talk, but they do in D-Pain's world.
All right. Kate is going to spread her arms out, and we're going to use the hug roll on Goofy.
Oh, okay, dokie. Wait, does that mean I get a Disney magic now? Yeah, because you're enacting your...
Because I'm using my path?
Yes, I believe. I'm just double checking that. Invoke their asset to automatically get... Yeah. Okay.
Well,
it's an automatic success.
Power and asset are different.
Oh, yeah, that's power. I'm misreading. Yeah, so... once. I thought there was more ways for me to get Disney magic.
There is not.
Although I don't know if anything. Does anything happen if I use the power?
You gain an extra D. D1.
Oh yeah, that's my skill.
Yeah, D1. Oh yeah, skill. Yeah, there we go.
It's a skill related.
Okay.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
yeah, so Kate's, got Goofy in the hug trap and is kind of talking low to him so that nobody else can really overhear. And she says, Uncle Billy's kind of lost, and we could really use your Goofy advice on what to do here.
It's like he's still giving you a hug. Well, what kind of problem does your uncle have? I find the best way to solve anything is through the perfect cast. Can you tell that the Imagineers only watched one Disney movie? I watched more than one Disney movie, but the Goofy movie.
Can I?
Yes.
While this conversation is going on, can I also approach?
Sure.
Yeah.
He can't move.
So while
He
Kate
can't.
is there and has him in submission, I go and I lean into Goofy's ear and I go, now listen, you've been giving me all these commands, and I know one of you's real, and I know you know the one. We used to work together. Now you tell me which one of these is real.
I don't know what you mean here, but Billy, hey, you're still allowed in here?
I sneak out a little bit of the bag of blood that I have with me. and I go to Goofy and I say, listen, I don't want to make a problem here and go against the plan, but I will pour this on you instead if you don't tell me, by God, who is the real one.
Sorry, I'm just also laughing at how calm and this music is at this scene. Let's see, what if I turn up the intensity? What actually happens here? We'll go here. But yeah, this sounds like a roll.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Are you using stealth, by the way?
Sure.
I'm just asking to make sure it's pretty easy to forget. You don't have to use it, but
I think it's fair. I rolled a 6, but I think it's fair because it's I am trying to be sneaky with the blood and not
Okay.
not show too much.
all right. Let me mark this. So wait a second. I guess 7, 6, 5, 4. 7 stealth. I used it 4 times, so
Yeah.
okay. So I need to beat a 3 on my roll to do that. Did I roll for the last one?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say it. If I couldn't remember, it's my fault. And he's like, excuse me. He's just like, oh, how? And like his voice like drops away from Goofy. He's like, Billy, how did you know that's a high level like importance thing? How did you know that there's one of the mascots are real? And then like he whispers into his ears like, we got a magic compromised thing. Like you hear like him whisper like magic compromised as I rolled a 3 where I only needed a 3, and now we moved up to elevated. Suspicious behavior has been detected, and countermeasures are being deployed to investigate. Actions now require a 4+ to succeed. So, but you did succeed, and he's just like, the real mascot isn't here yet. Like he's the one, like the one that gave you guys all this thing here. Like, look, just do the job and get out before you make things worse, okay?
You're sounding awfully weird now, Goofy.
Oh, hold on. Well, just do the mission. The real one hasn't showed up yet.
So there's more in these. So there's more. Who else are we expecting? Scrooge McDuck?
I haven't seen the real one, but we know he's lurking or she is lurking in the shadows. By the way, when you use stealth, did you roll a 1 on your other
No.
die? Okay.
I have somehow evaded once tonight. I don't know how.
Everyone's evaded once.
Yeah, I haven't hit a 1 yet.
I'm like, is there a way I get? Did I miss a rule of how I get Disney?
Actually, I did roll one. It was back when we did create a guest, and then somebody else had it, and then I re-rolled again.
But it's all good. So anyway, so all this is going on, and yeah. So they pretty much your instructions are to proceed with the plan as you know.
All right. Well, Kate, as I promised you, we're gonna go talk to Minnie now and get you all the things you want today. Goofy, the plan is in action.
Oh, all right there. You have fun. And Kate, it's up to you if you actually want to let go of Goofy or not. So.
I think we could let him go.
Okay.
Freaking hug rule. So violent.
I'm violent. You're the one threatening cast members.
You know.
With murder.
You know, but I'm dead already, okay?
True.
What have I got to lose?
I just realized something. You can't enter the stupid castle because there's running water. You had to go over a bridge.
Oh, wait, I can't.
You would have to go Wait, looking at this map, you would have to go the long way around and come through the back.
Oh, dang.
Well,
I threatened a cast member outside who's getting inside then. It's the only thing
yeah,
that makes
we can
sense.
say that. Yeah, the cast members outside.
But I'm not able to get into that castle.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Now, we can say, looking at the map, if you want to go kind of around the right side, you're incorporeal, and you can make your way through.
But yeah. I could. I just have to roll probably to get through everything.
It's up to you.
Say, yeah, incorporeal and just go through. Yeah, I think that'd be okay,
Yeah.
just to get in. So I threaten the cast member. I go like, okay, cool. Give him the bones, and I'll like, okay, he'll get the ritual. Now all I gotta do is get to the place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at all this running water. It's like, why? Why is he's running water? Okay, go through this way. Now, how do I do this? How do I remember? He snaps his fingers, goes invisible, then it flickers. He goes like, okay, calm. Don't listen to the sound of running water. And then he's trying to go incorporeal. He's gonna go forward and hope for the best. He is not using stealth. He is not trying to be stealthy in the matter. He's just trying to get there.
Aye.
Possibly going. That's a 4.
Alright, a 4 is a success, so you are in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby! I get to fill another spot.
Uh-oh.
Dang.
You guys would fail more.
Oh, please.
So, with that, everyone is in there. The bones are enacted. We got to figure out what are you guys doing with the frozen head and the bone and the blood?
Yeah, so I'm in position for the ritual.
I don't know how in position we are, but we're definitely at the site.
Yep. You gotta remember this is a loud and showy ritual, so once things start going on, like you guys are at a character meet, like things are about to go down as soon as you start.
I mean, yeah, I told the guy to scream and crush bones on stage. I think that's pretty showy and loud.
But you also said he was the end.
Yeah, well, because I have to, because that's my thing. It's the end of the ritual. That's my whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Fellas, what is our ritual?
I don't know. I was just told to get rid of the bones. And that things would happen before then. That's all the ghost told me.
Yeah, so let's see. Your reasons, just remember, Anime had the ritual, which was, yeah, it will complete the ritual, so he would be the last one. Goofy has told you. I don't know, what we could do here is maybe we can do a quick flashback where Goofy has commanded you how to do this in a dream.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I just have blood. I thought at this point I'm gonna traumatize poor Kate by pouring blood over one of my plan was that I was gonna we're gonna find the one who's the real mascot and then pour blood over them. That's why I was trying to get the information from Goofy.
So here, now that I'm learning a little bit more, I'm like, okay, I'm understanding where this is going. And then the frozen head, which is you're returning it. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, you stole these remains from Disney World in the first place, and you don't want to get caught. So,
I just love this ritual that's probably gonna happen now. Just a head,
all right, so
head's chucked on stage, someone's covered in blood, bone dust everywhere.
yeah, so pretty much, Billy, as you're standing there, is like, what am I supposed to do? You remember in your dream the previous night, where Goofy's like, the child has the head, and you have the blood. Fill the head with blood, and crush it on the ground, and say the magical words in your heart, while the bones are being thrown in the air, and then the ritual will be completed.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And then the perfect cast will be happening. And soon we will see. Well, then we'll see eye to eye there. We listen to each other's hearts.
Oh my god.
All right, little Kate. We're
Uncle Billy.
gonna have a little bit of fun today. You know that little skull thing you got carried around with you?
Yes.
Yeah, it makes for a pretty good cup now, doesn't it?
A cup?
Yeah, like something you could drink out of. You know, you just pour stuff inside of it, and then all of a sudden you can maybe have like punch. You ever have fruit punch? You like fruit punch, right, Kate?
Oh, yeah, I know fruit punch, yeah.
Yeah. See, your uncle's got a bit of this fruit punch right here. And I show the bag.
This feels like you guys met hours before entering the park.
It does. Wait. I'm playing it up. I'm playing up the uncle bit a lot.
You're all good.
All right. Well, you see here, Uncle Billy. Oh, you know, I should start putting things. Uncle Billy needs his favorite niece, Kate. All right, Kate. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and put some of this fruit punch in that head that you got there. You understand?
Okay. I can do that.
All right, and I promise I'll get that mini signature. You're gonna get it. Anything your heart desires, I got you.
Wait. Kate is kind of looking around and says, "There's a lot of people here." And then she kind of has this like stupid idea and says, Uncle Billy, where are the bathrooms?"
Bathrooms. You know they charge you like $2 to use the bathroom.
She kind of leans in and she's like, "I don't know how I'm gonna make a big jar of head punch without somebody asking weird questions. Except in the bathrooms."
I guess I do know where there is a bathroom that you don't have to pay for. And then I look on the map, and then there is a nearby like shop, and I know where the employee's bathroom is for it because I used to work here, and I want to bring Kate to that bathroom, so then I don't have to pay for it. I know how Disneyland works.
Alright, so you
Disney World, sorry.
Disney World. Hey, so you're using your backstage knowledge?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, well, actually, yeah, because if we're in the circle area, there's got to be a stage. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use the bathroom by the stage.
Roll involves a guest weakness. Add +1 to the success. But I can't bring in... That's the thing I'm not 100% sure of, like, because it's like... The Disney magic would allow me to introduce the guest weakness. But it feels like this would be a place where a guest weakness would be introduced naturally.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like when it says you can introduce a guest's weakness, it, like it would be like a scene that wouldn't make sense that you're introducing it to, like a manager randomly shows up.
Yeah.
But in a context where it would fit, I feel like there should be, like with me going over water, for example.
Yeah. So,
like that's going to happen. But you could also just say like, and a pipe burst, and now there is running water.
yes, like I did have a funny idea for how to keep that against you. And Rick, no, Lena is not my girlfriend. So
Rick!
that would be mine.
yeah. Not every female that shows up on my stream I'm dating. In fact, none of them are.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my new thing now. I'm just gonna show up. New girl shows up. Hey, D-Pain, that your girlfriend?
It's like, what do you mean? I'm streaming by myself and I just turn around. Oh my gosh, how'd you get in here? You didn't pay rent. No.
Mannequin in the background. Hey, D-Pad, is that girlfriend?
Yeah. So you know what? So I think this would make sense, especially since we're now at an elevated suspicion stuff. You go to use the bathroom to do this whole plan that the thing, you open up the room to kind of sneak into the back area, and your old supervisor's there, and it's just old Jeremiah. And he's just like, why, hello there. I sound a little bit like Goofy, but a little bit drawn out. Like I do drugs.
Like the Florida man you are, Jeremiah, even with a Florida name.
Now, you know, Billy, you ain't supposed to be back here. And you can't be bringing children. We can't have that kind of lawsuit happening here. You need to go back out.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's fine. I got little Kate here. She needs to just go potty real quick.
You know.
Kate puts on the fake lip wobble. I'm gonna pee my pants.
Alrighty. So with this, we're gonna do the check here to make sure you can go to the bathroom. Since your weakness is kind of enacted here, naturally, so it's going to be a +1. Yeah, +1 to the success. So it is a 4. You need a 5 to roll, but it sounds like Kate is doing a group pass with you. So.
Yep, volunteering for group pass.
Yep, so you can roll 2 dice, and you can also, you have 3 points of stealth left.
Okay. I'm gonna try to roll this one out.
All right.
Okay. Come on. That's a 5. That is also a 5.
Okay. He's just like, all right, well, you are here to get your check, so... just remember, you can't keep doing this. And it's just, don't worry, little girl. And you guys head to the bathroom. Of course, I rolled a 2. Let me have my fun. Anyway, so with all that,
we're all in this.
yeah, so you're able to go and do pretty much, you were setting up the bathroom, you're in the bathroom to set up the ritual.
Yep, we're pouring the blood into the head tank.
All right.
It is now a horrible bloody head tank.
Yep. and like you pretty much you just see like this swirling, like this kind of skull in like this red liquid, and you guys are able to do that. And if you guys want to, you can start the ritual.
Well, we're just shattering it on the ground, right? That's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be in public, so now we got to get out of the bathroom. Where I guess for the scene here, what's actually happening as we're about? Because I know there's like a meetup that's happening,
Yes.
but like
So pretty much there's like tons of kids and parents like kind of all gathered around all these mascots, and everything, as you excuse me, as you're getting ready to do that. And there's just like a lot of people in this area, and a ghost.
all right, little Kate, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You know how to make accidents?
I think so.
Okay, great. Well, we're gonna make an accident and we're gonna make a big scene out of it, all right? So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna let you have this little head here. And I know it might seem pretty valuable to me, but Goofy told me in a dream to go ahead and you just smash the thing on the ground. But we're gonna make it seem like it's a big accident, but we're gonna make a big show out of it. Because if people don't see it, then it doesn't count.
Kate's just like, you can see the dial-up going on between her ears. She's like, okay, Uncle Billy.
Trust me, it's not the craziest thing going on here. I promise. I can see a ghost around here too.
All right. So
Meanwhile,
And how
Ghost
is our
checking the
ghost friend
time.
faring?
Meanwhile, Ghost checking the time. Man, he said it would be. He said there would be 2 steps before this. Man, why is it taking so long? He looks over at Stitch. Still wait. It hasn't happened yet.
all right, so you come out of the back room there.
Mhm.
All right, as soon as you step out, you just hear, "Hey, Doc, what's up there? What do you got in your hands?" As Bugs Bunny, real life Bugs Bunny, shows up. That's right, you weren't expecting Warner Brothers in here.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not supposed to be.
and he's like, "Now that doesn't, hey, that Doc doesn't seem to be something that's supposed to be in here. I don't know what Bugs Bunny sounds like."
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
Yeah, what's up, Doc? and then he's just like, "Wow, it seems like we're gonna have to do something special with what you guys are doing." And then, as I wrote down here, Mickey's dark sorcerer's hat. I misspelled everything. He takes the hat off of Disney as we have dark magician, whatever his face is. I forgot, Bugs Bunny. As all of a sudden, the room begins filling with walking carrots and brooms, all coming to stop you. Okay. I also don't know if once that gets enacted, if that makes things harder. What do challenges defenses actually do? I guess they're stopping you, trying to stop you. So pretty much all you need to do to have this ritual happen is to smash the thing on the ground. Like, all the kids are like, "Oh wow, this is cool," except for like a couple that are probably around Kate holding the thing, and then they start getting like freaked out at like, "What is this?" But yeah, what
All right.
you doing?
All right, Kate, time for plan 2.
What plan 2?
I don't know. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna jump back really dramatic like, and you're gonna hang on to Uncle Billy's shoulders, and then the second we're distance away, I need you to chuck and chuck and throw that skull you got straight on the ground, right at Bugs Bunny's feet. He don't belong here. He's not one of us. I mean them.
Okay, I got it.
All right. On 3. 1, 2,
Get him, my carrot minions.
3.
All right. So, All right, so Kate's gonna throw the glass to shatter it on the ground as the music. You know what? What if I click the combat button? There we go. I don't know. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
We're in it
Disney
now. So I need a roll to see if how you throw this thing, if it will really break.
Man, me and my little weenie arms.
Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like this would be a thing where your weakness would be enacted, where you're small.
I'm like, I'd have to use.
Yeah. You are a child.
So yeah, you need a +5
Oh my god.
or a 5 or higher, and you have 3 points of stealth left.
Is this a good time to use stealth? This seems like a good time, an important time to use stealth.
I mean, if you want to chuck it, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
especially if I'm taking the small nerf. I'll try. Would that be 2 dice then? If
Yep.
I'm using stealth.
Yep, 2 dice. You just need one that's a 5 or higher.
I got a 5 and a 6.
Hey,
This is ridiculous.
no one.
All right.
Don't jinx it. It could still happen.
Well, you guys do get the success, but stinking Bugs Bunny oh, that's not supposed to be 2. Let's see, what if I do that there? Cool. Bugs Bunny magic Bugs Bunny. He's like, I should have been added to stinking whatever it's called.
And then I have to say the phrase.
Kingdom Hearts. Yep, so but yeah, so the blood comes out and just shatters and just like this like sticky red like liquid kind of gets on all the kids as this bone, and then all of a sudden Stitch runs out and just like and just like is crushing bones as like kids and are screaming as parents are freaking out. There's that one teenager that's just like neat and just like filmed it on his phone. Like, this was the best vacation ever. Yeah.
And then I finally say the words that Goofy told me to say during my dream. Well, and it didn't make sense to Billy at the time, but now it makes sense seeing this rabbit here. Warner Brothers is run by the deep state.
Hey, roll.
Covered people in blood and bone dust, everybody. Congratulations.
It's a 2.
That's a fail. It's not. I don't get a magic point, but does that mean the thing goes up? I forget what a fail does.
I don't know. I've never done it before.
You get to make your security roll with +1d.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. So,
We're pretty low already, but
we are almost there. So, yeah, so it doesn't pass. That didn't seem to be the magic words. Or maybe it wasn't all the magic words. I don't know. Maybe the ghost has something to say to finish the ritual.
So it's like he said. The ghost goes like, "Oh no, he didn't do it right." It's like it's like Warner Bros. run by the deep state, and the ghost forms on stage in front of the bone throwing Twitch. It just yells out, "And Walt Disney is a fraud." It just yells it.
Alright, give it a roll.
Do I use still? We're already at 2.
Might as well.
Might as well. Yeah.
Give me 2 1s, baby.
Oh, that's a 5 and a 4, but 5 is all I needed. I believe.
5 is a success. Well, let's see.
You're gonna get it though. Oh, dang it. They're in pursuit.
And that means we're in pursuit for the final scene, which means I get to roll +1d for every single one of my checks.
However, we start over at 7 stealth.
Yes, you do start over at 7 stealth. But now I can actually win. Now I can actually roll above a 7.
Now we gotta think about it, yeah.
Oh, so with that, you throw it down there, and it's like, is Disney magic really real? As maybe some of the parents like, this is a really crazy show. It's kind of weird that they didn't have this for like Halloween.
Yeah. Blood everywhere, ghosts appearing in front of people.
And then, pretty much as the blood shatters, there seems to be the shimmering as the ground begins to rip open, as the corpse of Chuck Jones rips out of the ground, and he's like, whoa! As everyone's just freaking out. For anyone who doesn't know, he's the creator of Bugs Bunny. And he's and Bugs is just like, boss, this is my voice now. This is what my voice always was, because it's also getting tired. But he's like, yeah, what's up, Doc? Let's get rid of these intruders. Even though you did what I wanted you to, and that's kind of not what the defenses are supposed to be doing. Whatever, this is my game, dang it. No. I don't know, you added a ritual.
I always knew my great-grandpappy was a fraud, but I would have never guessed that you were just a CIA agent.
Alrighty, let me reset board here.
Now we gotta do 6 actions. We gotta get to the gift shop and exit.
Yes.
Oh no.
I just... Let's see.
I was gonna say... See you later, Kate. You're gonna be a children action. You're gonna be a child Disney star. I'm just gonna let you know. I ain't saving you. I'm getting out of here.
Already died once.
Already done once. This is gonna give me my soul back. I just gotta get out of here.
I don't want to be a background extra.
Don't worry. We have a lovely place you'll be.
Alright, just resetting everything here.
The lead actor on Hannah Montana.
No.
A fate worse than death.
Alrighty.
You love Billy Ray Cyrus.
So with this, just we're now in our final stage. So once again, we are in pursuit, which means I get to roll 2D, and then when anything else kind of gets enacted, that's what happens. But you guys must exit through the gift shop, which is you must make it to your extraction point at the gift shop. Excuse me. So I'm going to say this is what's going to happen right now as all these kids are freaking out and screaming, and parents are like, what the heck is going on? Why is a zombie ripping out of the ground? Out of the back room appears pretty much Billy's supervisor. He's like, Billy, I know, and I should have never let you back in. And he's going to try to reprimand you. And he's like, you're not getting your final check.
Listen, you can't take my check away from me. And let me tell you something. I know more about the history between Warner Brothers and Disney than you ever would. I'm the one who can get us out of this mess right now. So either you make sure I get my check or everything is ruined. And I'll tell these kids what the truth of Nickelodeon is too.
Not the documentary.
Not the no.
I'll tell them what the slime is made of.
Not Dan Schneider.
It's made of poopy. Anyway, yeah, do a roll to see if you can break free from your thing. But yes, since he's here and all the commotion, it is.
Ooh, that's a 6.
A 6. Okay, that's a
5. Okay.
All right. Why'd you roll twice? Did you use stealth?
Oh no, I thought I had to roll twice. Do I just need to roll?
I don't
once?
think so. Does
Oh, well then. Oh well, then that's a 6. I'm good.
yeah, no, it just makes the check harder. Yeah, so you had to roll
Oh,
a 5.
I see. Okay.
Yep, it's all good. All right, that is 1 success. I get to roll 2.
Versus 7.
I don't want to talk about it.
Would you've gotten 2 points of Disney magic from your rolls?
No, I was 1 off from getting 2 points of Disney magic. So anyway, yeah, so he's just like, whatever, I got to deal with all this problem. And so, but yeah, so Bugs Bunny though, he's coming after y'all, and he's like rising up, and like all the like cleaning utensils and supplies and carts are like all kind of like piling up and marching after you. Like there's brooms and mops and I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else that was just silly that could come in here. Like, I don't know, maybe a statue as well. As you hear the echoes of Chuck Jones in the background.
God damn.
So, what are your plans? Because now the whole park is in disarray with like, I imagine like in Fantasia where it's just like the thing that definitely didn't belong in a Disney movie of like the mount whatever, and it's just like how there's that like giant demon coming out of the mountain.
Yeah.
It's that, but Chuck Berry coming out of the Magic Castle.
So I mean, as a ghost, my first thing is I'm getting out of here. Going ghost, getting out of here. Danny Phantom, let's go.
Okay. Give me. It has to be harder because you're trying to cross water.
But I am going incorporeal to leave.
That's fine. It's still weakness gives you +1, so
It gives me +1, but I get to roll 2, I believe, because I have the incorporeal. So I just
by
have
the
to
way,
hope
don't forget, you guys also have like your assets.
Oh yeah, what's my asset?
I don't remember.
Intended.
Fast
Oh.
pass.
Fast pass.
I think Fast
You're gonna
Pass
use a
helped me.
Fast Pass.
That looked like the fast pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if Fast Pass.
It probably would have helped earlier.
It
Well,
would
it's
have.
really gonna help now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it help?
Yeah, I want the fast pass to get out.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're gonna use it, like it counts as a success. So
Yeah. Just imagining. I'm trying to get out. Someone's like, quickly, everyone, get out of here. It's like, but women and children first. Slap a fast pass at the guy's hand. I'm getting out of here.
I could think of something where a fast pass could be useful later, but in this scene.
Yeah.
But
no, I think
if you want to use it, go ahead.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it because it's like a get out of jail freeze card. Because fast pass can be used for so many different.
Yeah,
things.
and you can use it like at any point of your roll. It's that.
Yeah. I will roll my 2 dice and just try my best to get what I need. I got a 6. 6 and a 4.
Okay.
So I get out.
All right, you get out. I'm gonna do the roll. There we go.
Dang.
So, with that, yeah, we have all that. The ghost is just like later nerds and starts flying away. And then, let's see. I was just making sure I was reading that right. Yeah, okay. Okay. I see what happens. So, with all that going on, we have everything happening. I'm gonna say for Kate though, because there's so much madness and everything, this is gonna activate your small weakness unless you kind of get help with all the chaos going on.
Uncle Billy can help.
All right.
All right, helping. I'm out.
Is Uncle Billy done shaking off the supervisor?
Yeah. Oh, he succeeded. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Tell
I'm
them.
free now.
yeah. So we can say it can be a group pass for you. It kind of.
Uncle Billy runs over and is like, "Hey, niecey Katie, you still got that little guest pass they gave you earlier?"
Kate reaches into her backpack and fishes out a signed photograph with a date, and on the back of the photograph it says, "I owe you one, kid." She's like, "Yeah, I've got it."
That's my niece. That's why you're my favorite one. And then
I like to imagine that it's Goofy, and he's just like out of the corner eye. The actor's like, "Well, gosh," and just like, if you're using it now to get out of the castle.
and Billy's like, "Oh, the prophecy is foretold."
Well, it's only if Lena actually wants to use it or not.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll use it. It was a
Okay.
good time.
Okay. Which means I can do this. Crossing the life debt off to let us know that it's been used.
We got Disney Blood and Fast Pass left.
Yes, so with that, like, more and more stuff is going on here. The chaos is building. Let's see, but yeah, you guys are out of the castle, but there's still madness as things that are moving should not be moving, as Bugs Bunny kind of just starts marching behind you, summoning, like, I imagine, like, the foliage, like the plants, everything is now, like, marching towards y'all as you're making your way there. What are you guys trying to do to make your way through?
I scoop up Katie and then put her back on my shoulders, and I tell her, "Listen, I'm gonna save you from a fate worse than being a Disney kid, being a human turned into a Warner Brothers character. You don't want to know what it's like being an Animaniac. I've seen things. Goofy told me. Now, what do we do to get out of here?"
Hold on, I gotta find out if I succeed on the security roll, because that was an action.
Well,
Nope. But I rolled a 1, so I get Disney magic.
you just give yourself that.
I mean, to be honest, at this rate, you need it. It's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, I did not expect my character to have this much depth. I am fully immersed into just the most insane person having to once work at Disney, and then his day that he comes in for his final paycheck, this happens.
My ghost is doing his job of being barely there.
All right, so
Like, what all does Disney Blood entail?
That is a good question.
I'm like, if we start the chant, can we incite a parade?
Wait, what if I can transform because I have Disney?
Wait.
are you gonna activate your Disney blood?
I can become the thing that fights the Bugs Bunny. Wait, I'm cooking. Cooking. Wait, hang on. Let me think of Disney characters. Who would square up good with?
There's a lot of good ones, yeah.
There are a lot. Hey, Katie,
Yeah.
I got a crazy idea. Who is the strongest Disney character? Like which Disney character do you like the most?
I mean, the strongest Disney character, that's an easy one, right?
That's a good question. Oh, now I got to think about that.
Xemnas?
I could become like, wow, I really do have a lot of options.
I was gonna say Genie, Maui from Moana,
It is like, do you
Hades,
remember
Hercules.
the movie Aladdin? And at the
Anyways.
very end of the movie, Aladdin used his last wish to wish the genie was free, and then he was free genie, and he could do whatever he want with his magic.
That's brilliant, Katie. All right, well, get ready for your wish to come true. And then I take the blood and I guess I drink it, and then the blood interacts with my literal Disney blood, and I can actually become both Aladdin and Genie, and I,
You're Aladdin in a genie mech.
yeah.
I was also thinking if it was Disney blood, you just turned into Steamboat Willie.
Oh my god.
Like you just have the boat and you're just like boop, boop. But we'll go with your thing as well, we fill this in there as a giant genie shows up with Aladdin fused together, and they're all just like, yeah, who's the street rat now? As you go and battle against I said Chuck Berry. That's not who is here. Chuck Jones.
Chuck Jones, yeah.
And yes. Oh, that's not supposed to fill up that much.
No. Guys are down to the wire. They're about to start executing people. I mean, neutralizing.
Incapacitating.
You guys have to like fail your next 8 rolls for me to do this. So
You never know. It could
I don't know, you know. Yeah.
We've
alrighty.
been saving up all the ones for now, you know?
So anyway, all that's going on. Excuse me. So, with that, I imagine that Kate isn't able to hold on anymore. But remember, you still have to get to the gift shop to extract. So if you're holding back
yeah.
everyone there, we'll say it makes it a little bit easier for Kate to get there.
Or how about this? All right, Kate, I'm gonna need you to go get real quick. I'll meet you at the gift shop, and then out of my Aladdin genie mech, I shoot out magic carpet, and magic carpet goes and takes Katie away on a little magic ride to the gift shop.
All right, we can say that. So all that's going on there, like helicopters are now coming up as like now there's just this huge magical battle that's going on. As we look over and we just see that there's this large angry line coming out of the gift shop.
There's a large line, you say.
As people are trying to angrily get out.
Well, you see here, sir. I just approached the line and it's like, just imagine a ghost like walking through everyone, just slowly running between everyone. Just walks up to the front of the line and slaps the fast pass in the person's hand and just says, I'm out. Just runs past everyone.
Yep, and the teenagers there's like, well, it's what they told me to do. I don't know why I sound like Goofy. And yeah, you need one more success, but the ghost has made his way out.
I feel like as he exits, the ghost's corporeal form slowly goes. He starts to feel it's like, it worked! The mad ghost was telling the truth! Now, to go commit more crime, and just walks off.
I just realized there's also another thing here. Oh, but I have to get to level 3 where one of the guests can switch sides.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I didn't get my clock filled.
We just never got a 1.
Yeah, but that's how it rolls.
Yep.
So anyway, all that's going on. Kate is stuck in the line where, like, unless she's going to do something to force her way through. But yeah, I guess the other thing is, like, I think it's gonna have to be a wombo combo for you guys, because I guess if we fill the clock, you just succeed. So, Kate, are you gonna do anything to help your magical fake uncle escape?
Oh, let's see.
Uncle Billy.
What do the surroundings look like? Are there any cast members trying to help people out, or are they trying to interfere with the quite fantastical battle happening?
I think you see a lot of, like, people and mascots, like, things also coming against Billy, but it's like the heads are like, it looks like it's very, like, stiff and against their will. A peek behind the curtain is Bugs Bunny has now controlled the mascot costumes, but not the people inside. They're just attacking Billy's legs. They're just, like, punching his kneecaps, or not his kneecaps, but his ankles. But Billy doesn't feel it. But just to make it interesting, the foliage and the bushes and the cards have, like, blocked the main entrance except for the way out of the gift shop. And so that's why there's this line and kind of going through. But there's some staff members that are still there kind of helping, trying to get people out. But, yeah.
I almost want to go back because we can't do this solo. Where is Bugs in all of this?
I say at this point the thing is happening at the, like, main, like, kind of circle area, and, like, Bugs Bunny is probably, like, kind of on the pathway leading towards the castle, while, like, Chuck Jones and Billy Genie are, like, kind of doing the kaiju just, like, face off in the center there. But hey, he's...
Oh my god, I realized how I could have done this better. I could have asked Katie for, like, hey, you got a pencil? And I could have used my Disney blood to just draw characters that come to real life. I have messed this up so bad. But it's okay. We
good.
We got the mech. It's okay.
It's a genie mech.
I'm almost thinking of trying to hold Bugs hostage. Bugs!
Actually,
Bug!
You can, if you want to try. Just with everything going on, you're going to have the harder roll because you're small.
Use some stealth. You could use some stealth. We're still level 7.
Would it cancel out if I'm using my hug rule?
Your hug rule just makes it so you roll 2.
But is Bugs Bunny part of Disney?
I would not agree that Bugs Bunny is part of the hug rule.
I think we're
He's
going
a character and a mascot.
No, he's real.
That's true. He's real.
He's real and magical.
Is Bugs subject to the hug rule?
You can try it. I don't know. That's a Disney rule, not a Warner Brothers one. If anything, you'll just you can try the hug and you'll probably end up as a gritty reboot. Where no one smiles.
So then Bugs attacks a child and it's all caught on camera and Warner Brothers gets hit with 1 million lawsuits.
That is true. You
You make
hold
that
onto his leg.
I can finally get the payout I was looking for.
But no, if you want to try it, go ahead.
You don't get the advantage, though. I would agree. It's not a Disney.
Yeah, I'm like, who else would be a good target? That's a good question.
I mean, Stitch is easily susceptible. I told him to crush bones and throw him on stage.
Well, if Stitch took that much guff from a ghost, he didn't even know if the ghost could follow through with his threats. How good is he gonna be?
I told him that things were gonna die, but then I also told him it was gonna be the greatest performance ever. So you know.
Yeah. Yeah, dude is just immersed in his job apparently.
I will say, there are a lot of Disney mascots that are running around that are not helping.
That's true.
No one
should
said that
find-
the hug rule only had to be for one person.
That's
Oh,
so
no.
funny. We're not gonna make like a hug Katamari ball. That would be.
You can ask for a group photo and be like, you can like whine and
Oh
cry
my
for it.
gosh.
They come and comfort you, and then as they come and comfort you, you just put your hands around them, and then now you have all of them.
You're right. I have the one singular thing that attracts the mascots. The horrible, mostly eaten, mostly melted, drippy Mickey ice cream.
Yes!
Katie drops it and just immediately starts crying at the top of her lungs.
The wail of a
All right.
crying child. Oh
Roll.
no.
Cry of a child who has dropped her ice cream.
Oh, no. You can use stealth, I remember.
I know, she's just. And I couldn't find my parents, and everything's gone crazy, and I'm scared, and now I've dropped my ice cream.
What did you roll?
Let's see.
Again, you can use stealth.
How many dice do I roll here? I have not rolled yet.
Yeah.
1, and then 2 if you do
Get
stealth.
2 for the stealth, and then I will say it's gonna be harder because I will, since with all the chaos you're gonna have to roll 5 because you are small.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I am gonna take the stealth dice.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Nope. Dang it. I
Did you
got
roll a
a
one?
4 and a 1.
Hey, you got a point of Disney magic.
Ah.
Rip in pieces.
Hey, you know what? I'm fine. I'm exited. I don't care if you guys die.
Why don't you have no stakes in here, Mr. Incorporeal?
Why do you think I chose Ghost? And being corporeal sounds amazing.
The only thing you had to fight against was the moat.
Yeah, I had to fight the same thing that a person who
I
drank too
rolled
much
2
is, running water.
6s. That does
Oh my-
that does nothing for me except it looks cool.
Oh no.
Oh, I could have added another one. I could have added another die to my roll. Whatever.
You could guarantee. Oh no, you can guarantee a roll basically.
I know,
This
that's
is
what I'm
really poorly.
doing. I think I'm gonna spend my Disney magic right now to do another roll. The dice have failed me.
Oh no!
Yay!
You could have put it down to 1.
I was trying.
Oh no, they don't hear the kids' wails over all the chaos.
Yep. So they're just like, no, maybe they do, but the Warner Brother, the Warner Brother magic is too strong. But Billy, you see that the child you tried to save, probably the only person you ever sort of cared for in your entire life, is now in danger as Bugs Bunny locks eyes at the crying child from her spilt ice cream. And you still don't know if that was your fault or not.
Oh no, not little Katie. Genie, I gotta make a wish.
Yeah.
How many of these do I get? What was in Aladdin? They said 3. No, you just kind of got to just reload whenever you wanted to, didn't you?
Whatever you say, I'm just a figment of your imagination.
All right, great. Well, my imagination says that I get 3 wishes. My first wish is that Bugs Bunny is actually not a monstrous being, but instead turns into what's the small one? Buster Bunny, and he's like a foot tall.
All right, that requires a roll.
All right. 5.
And with that, the with Bugs Bunny shrinking into a strange form of himself, and it distorts the magic of whatever his name that I keep forgetting, Chuck Jones, enough for Billy to quickly, like a jet, fly out and just scoop up Katie and pass the line of angry tourists as you guys leave the Disney park behind. As I don't know, I just imagine all the president's men start coming out and just beating everybody back into submission. And we have this.
This better not come out of my paycheck.
Come down to calm intensity. And with that, the news reports that strange like maybe Billy and Kate are like at their respective homes are watching the news report, and maybe even I forgot the ghost's name. What's the ghost name again?
Tommy.
Tommy, there we go. Tommy Ghost, that's right.
Tommy Ghost.
Yeah. So like maybe they're all like kind of watching the news, maybe not together, or they could be. Just to be like, okay, let's see how it's gonna happen. And they're like, a new Warner Brothers and Disney attraction has taken place down in Disney World, where they had Disney characters fighting the creators and just having this whole thing, just showing a future partnership with the two companies and an upcoming movie, the Justivers, where we have Captain Marvel and Batman doing buddy cop movies. Find out more at 7. And so Disney and all their infinite magic has somehow hidden your ritual, but you guys know that you have done what you did there and have all gotten out alive. With that, you guys have successfully hidden or snuck human. Well, you didn't really sneak, but you had your human remains brought back into Disney World.
I feel like we misinterpreted the word sneak. We just kind of violently, aggressively chucked our book.
We stuck it in on scene 1.
Yeah, we snuck it in, and then things happened.
So yeah, well, it was all good. Like I feel like the ritual and then choosing the showy ritual.
That threw sneak out of the window.
Yes. Which it was fun, and I think now that I understand how this works a little bit better, I'm like, okay, I think I know what would how I would play it a little bit differently. But I was like, for the mascot is real, I was like, do I want Mickey to come in with the Disney hat and do all that? And I'm like, that'd be fun. But then in the middle of it, when you guys, I think, all were like, oh, Mickey's the real one, I'm like, how funny it'd be if it was actually Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, just randomly.
So, but, yeah, Lena, thank you so much for bringing this. If you guys want to check this out, it's by James D'Amato. The link for the YouTube will be down below to check it out. I think Blackjack had the link.
Yeah, I posted it.
Yeah,
I'll post it again.
Yeah, you can't mind posting it again. That'd be cool. Definitely check it out. This will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, as I said, I want to do more of these, and next month, I'm hoping. Where is it? I have it up here. I have a little game called the Worldwide Wrestling RPG. Because
oh god, yes.
Because if I remember correctly, next month is WrestleMania.
Yes.
And that's the big one.
That's the big one, yeah.
Yeah.